Press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update from Adda 247. बेल आइकन दबाइए, अड्डा 247 की सारी नोटिफिकेशंस पाइए. अड्डा 247 गवर्नमेंट जॉब इन योर पॉकेट.
Hello students, this is Apnesh and you are watching the Daily Vocab Show. Once again, I'm here with 10 new words from the newspaper, that is Hindi newspaper. And students, you all know this is the English version. For the Hindi version, you can watch the same, that is the same content with the Hindi version I have uploaded and you can check it out. And students, basically I was thinking to let you know exactly these words are helping you out, and I have seen that you all are appraising it. And students, still I want it that you just start using them in your sentences. What I think is, when you will start using in your sentences, like sentence from your side, I'll understand after that yes, students are getting, students are able to understand whatever is being taught to them. And very important thing, I'll also imagine after I'll also think after that students are able to utilize these words very efficiently, isn't it? The efficacy of the particular thing will increase, or the complete video will increase, because every time a teacher is teaching someone, he expects the aspirants or the students to respond, to revert in what sense? Not just by commenting, just by letting it teacher know that yes, we are able to understand it, we are able to comprehend those words, and we are able to efficiently use those things, whatever is being taught in the show, isn't it, student? So this is what is required now. So let's start and let's check it out, that which words are we going to connect today. So let me write the words first. The first word that I have taken is DISSONANCE, dissonance. The second word is JAMB, jamb. The third word is EPITHET, epithet. I should not use the arrows because I'll rub after that, no worry. Fourth word is DORMANCE, dormancy. Fifth word is LATE, and the latent. Sixth word is rekindle. Seventh word is drabness, DRABNESS, drabness. Eighth word is falters. Ninth word is ESOTERIC, esoteric. And 10th word is QUACK, quack. Yes, exactly, these are the 10 words, students. So for before starting it, you can just take the screenshot, and if you require, you can just take it down in your notebooks. Now students, what I was thinking to let you know, students, I was thinking that whenever you are using these words, like say suppose I have taken the 10 words, fine, and students are have started using these words. I have noticed that while you are going through a question, because why we are studying vocab is, students, the basic requirement is that we just enhance our vocabulary. Basically, many students are out there are not I think are not just watching the video course, this particular video, only to enhance their conversation skills. I think they are just watching the videos to understand the words. They just want to know the what is the meaning of those words. And also they require that when they are going through a passage in their exam, say suppose there is a close test, or say suppose there is a comprehension passage, because that time what happens, many students find difficulty, like sir, we are unable to understand what is being given in the passage, and we are unable to comprehend it. The reason is there, what I think is reason is the word. Why? Because if you are able to understand a word given there in the passage, we will understand the passage, and we will be able to answer every question out there, isn't it? So this is the basic requirement. Now, how will this help you out? This will help you out when you are reading the comprehension passage. If you are aware with the word, say suppose any word, esoteric, or any word, jam, or any kind of word. It can be a simple word. Say suppose today I have taken a word latent, the fifth word. So latent, you may be aware of this word, maybe not, But the question is, when it is given in the sentence or something like that, then are you able to understand or connect with that particular sentence or not? That is the bigger question. Okay, student. So what you have to do, let's check it out first, the sentences, and after that the system will go the same. So the word is dissonance. So how can we use this word? I'm writing the sentence here, students. The example is, there is always a kind of dissonance between what we see and what we hear. Like, what does this mean? Sentence says, there is always a kind of dissonance between what we see and what we hear. Uh, Now, if we try to connect with the sentence, dissonance is a word which is like letting you understand, or which is showing you something which is not clear to you, isn't it? So, if we talk about the sentence, it is saying there is always a kind of dissonance between what we see and what we hear, because many times you must have noticed what is being told to you and what is you are watching something. If you saw something, someone is talking to someone, say suppose this is just an example. If someone is talking to someone, if you saw that particular man, that he was talking to that person, it is not necessarily not true that he was complaining about you, or he was like quarreling, or he was just showing the affection. You cannot claim. Why? Because what we see or what we hear cannot be like completely, it does not require that everything is completely related to everything, whatever we see and whatever we hear. So now question is, there is always a kind of dissonance. So what does dissonance word prove to you? What does it show? It shows a simple kind of imbalance. What does it show? It shows a simple imbalance between whatever is going. You must have a word that is parity and disparity. Yes, exactly. So now you can say there is always a kind of dissonance between what we see and what we hear. So what can be the synonyms or antonyms that I have taken? Let's check it out. So synonyms I have taken, students. I'll write here. Let me write. The first word is conflict, CONFLICT, conflict. The second word is disaccord. Remember, it's a nice word. Many times we have used the word accord, but there is an opposite word which says disaccord, which means also a kind of conflict. Fine. The third word which I have taken is disharmony. And never worry whenever you are writing a descriptive test or any kind of thing where you are showing your writing skills. Don't worry at all to use the opposite words like this. Many students ask me that, sir, is it good, is it fine to use the words like disaccord, disharmony, where the word is harmony and the opposite word is disharmony, like adding a prefix with dis. It is completely fine, students. It won't sound you something weird or something like that. Fine. So you can just use the word disharmony, disaccord. This is completely a nice word. And also a word DISSEN T. It's not T. NSION. Dissension. Dissension is again the kind of disparity. Again, you can say the kind of imbalance or kind of conflict. So conflict, disaccord, disharmony, and dissension can be the synonym of dissonance. So dissonance, you can simple say that there is even people do think that dissonance can be related to kind of sound. No, but here you can just simply use this word like this. And in the case of antonym, you can use the word harmony. Simple word I have taken, accord. So I hope everyone is very much clear with the word dissonance. Now, the change in this today's videos, I hope if you can see, if you can notice, the change is that in the complete one screen, I have written the synonyms, sentence and antonym. Now you can take the screenshot, so this will become easy. This will become easier as compared to the earlier, the previous one. So students were asking me to, sir, do it like this so that we can take the screenshot in the complete set. Fine. So let's proceed to the next word. The next word, students, is again a very interesting word, and how we can connect it with. At times, this word in the winters become hard, students, isn't it? so it's not very clear that we are able to rub the board. But still, don't worry. The second word is J-A-M-B, jamb. The first word, dissonance, was the parts of speech was noun. You can take it down. That was noun. Jamb also can be used as a noun, but the question is how we can use the word. Jamb. The sentence is, it says, it is very important. It is very important to use a jamb. To use a jamb beside the new window so as to make it protected and straight. Now what does it mean? Now let me tell you. Students, this particular sentence is related to a word jamb. Actually, people may not have heard the word jamb. It is related, jamb word is related to something kind of a board. It is related to a kind of a board. A board, you can say, at the side of a door. Actually, this is something related to kind of material, you can say. Jamb is the kind of support which is used beside, or you can say on the other side of the door, so as to take to make a kind of support, isn't it? You can use this word for the window, or kind of anything that where you provide a kind of support to any kind of thing, that is door, window, roof, like this. Fine. So it is very important to use a jamb beside the new window so as to make it protected and straight, that it could not bend. The window cannot bend. Fine. So this is the sentence. And what do we have in the synonyms? Let me write. Synonyms, you can use L-I-N-T-E-L, lintel. You must have heard this word in the sense of in making of the roofs and all. The second word which we are going to add is P-O-S-T, post. Post. Why have we taken the word post? Post is again a kind of lamp post. It can be a lamp post, but exactly post is thing which is also acting like a support. Fine. So post I have taken. The third word is very simple, just to make you understand that support can be the synonym of this word. And fourth word, you must be aware of this particular word, shaft. S-H-A-F-T. Shaft is exactly a good word that you can add, because I think everyone must have heard the word shaft. And the fifth word we are taking is frame. Now I think the image in your mind would have come that exactly jam. What is jam? Jam is all about lintel, post, support, shaft and frame. Fine. So this is the sentence, and this is the complete that is the part where you can take the screenshot. Fine, students, let's proceed to the next word. The next word we are going to discuss here again. Okay, let me do it with the cloth, piece of cloth, so that it could be very clear enough. Why? Because it becomes hard at times when board becomes hard in the winters. Don't worry. The third word is epithet, epithet. So this word can be used as a noun. It's a nice word. I'm damn sure after reading the sentence you will get the meaning of this word. The sentence is, the suitable epithet for Mr. Martin Luther King can be well described as an activist. Now, all those students, or all those aspirants, all those viewers who must have heard the name Mr. Martin Luther King must know that what exactly this man was. This man was obviously a civilian. Obviously, he did many things for his country, for his nation, and he was an activist. Actually, he did many tasks, many things to protect the laws, to make the people aware of many things, isn't it? So Martin Luther King. So now where we are using the sentence where we are saying that epithet, the suitable epithet for Martin Luther King can be as an activist. So it means to say that epithet is a word. is a kind of word or description, you can say. Epithet is a kind of description or word which describes what? A person or his personality. Are you getting, students? What is epithet? Epithet you can use as a noun best. Why? Because and importantly, the epithet word will describe a person or his personality. Are you clear with this? So this is the word epithet you can use like this. Now what can be the synonyms? Let's talk about the synonyms. The synonyms that we are going to take is, the first one is byname, by name. It's a nice word, by name. The second word is cognomen, cognomen. It's a very different word, cognomen. Third word is appellation, appellation. The fourth word is denomination, denomination. Why I'm using the word denomination? Actually, this is also a word which shows something when you describe something, when you give a name to someone. Fine, this is the kind of word. So what can be the antonym, students? Antonym, we can take, the first word is compliment, and ACCOLAD, accolade. That is a kind of praising thing. So this is the part. Now let's proceed to the next word. To save the time, student, don't forget to take the screenshots. Okay. The next word which we are going to discuss is dormancy. The fourth word is DORMANCY, dormancy. This word can be used as a noun. Now today we have got more nouns as compared to the precedent show. The sentence we have is at times, okay, let me correct it. At times, the policies related to health issues become uh, dormant. Now I am using the word dormant. Why? Because it is an adjective and this is a noun. It is different. I have used a different partnership. Don't get confused. So actually, dormant is when we are talking about the policies of health issues. Many times, and many people understand that obviously any kind of policy, if you are not timely paying the premium and anything related to that, obviously it will become dormant. And what does it mean? It will become dormant. Obviously, it will become inactive. So I'm using the word inactive here. So you can just simply connect with this. And I think the sentence is pretty clear. At times, policies related to health issues become dormant. So what are the synonyms of dormancy? Synonyms are pretty nice. Students, I would like that you should add this word doldrums. Doldrums. Second word I have is AB. It's AB. ABEYANCE. Abeyance. Third word I have is LATENCY, latency. That is inactivity. Latency is related to inactivity, and also you can add the word inactivity, in fact, activity. Fine. The fifth word you can take is MORATORIUM. Moratorium. Fine. So this is the word. And what can be the antonym? In antonym, you can take simple word alacrity. This is some kind of act when someone is active, alacrity and action. So this is the antonym and this is the synonym. Let's proceed to the next word. The next word we are going to discuss is next word is a nice word, students. In fact, the word is latent. Fifth word is latent. LATENT, latent. Now let's discuss. The sentence we have, first of all, this is an adjective. I am writing the word, this is an adjective. And the sentence we are using here is, he has latent talent for acting. Now what does it mean? I think sentence has a kind of meaning, but it's not pretty sure that everyone would be getting the complete meaning of the sentence, because it's not showing you much. It's just saying he has the latent talent for acting. So if someone has talent for acting, it is pretty clear that yes, he has the talent, he has something to do in acting, he can show something. But when someone has latent talent, what does it mean? Exactly, here sentence is talking about latent, which is showing you that exist but is not active, or it can't be seen. Are you getting, students, what I mean to say here? Latent, that exists, something which exists. Yes, he has the talent of acting, but it is not active, or you cannot see the acting talent in him. Fine. Why? Because he may not be acting right now, or presently he is involved in some other kind of business. So obviously you cannot say that he has the kind of acting talent, but sometimes you have seen that he has the talent that is called acting. Now, so this is the simple meaning, the word latent. What can be the synonyms? Let's check it out. First, synonyms. The first word for the synonym we have is dead. Second is again FALLOW. Few people may be thinking that, sir, is it possible to relate the word dormant to the latent? Yes, to somehow you can relate the word dormant to the word latent. Fine, you can. And free, here you can take free, idle. I have taken all the simple words because latent is very simple word. Fifth is inert, inert, and the sixth word is inoperative, inoperative. Fine, inoperative. This can also be the word. And what are the antonyms? The antonyms that I have taken is active, alive, busy. So this is the part. Now latent synonyms are dead, fallow, free, idle. This is IDLE, idle, inert, inoperative. Antonyms are active, alive, and busy. Let's proceed to the next word. Next word we have that we are going to discuss is rekindle. The sixth word is REKINDLE, rekindle. It's used as a verb. First of all, what is the sentence? The sentence says the soft music helps him to rekindle. The soft music helps him to rekindle his energy. Now, what do you think it could be? What do you think, students? What is the sentence, the sense of the sentence? The soft music, something which is soft music, helps him to rekindle his energy. It means, does it mean to say that he loses the energy or he regains his energy? What do you think? Exactly, the in two dimensions people can think. But exactly when we talk about the word rekindle, it shows you something which is coming again, coming back. So coming back, or you can say getting back, is rekindling something. Rekindle is a nice word when you are revitalizing your self, or you can say when you are regaining something, you can use the word rekindle. Are you sure with this word? Now, if we talk about the synonyms, students, after this you will be very clear why the word is revive. Now, I think many must have got the meaning that revive is the synonym of rekindle. The next word is revitalize. Yes, the tablet. You must have heard about the tablets which are sponsored, or you can say advertised by that famous actor, isn't it? Revital. The third one is reanimate. The fourth word is encourage. So these are the five words that I have taken, and in the sense of antonym, students, I have taken DAMPEN, dampen, and one more word you can take is kill. A simple word. Now it's pretty clear what does rekindle mean. Let's proceed to the next word, students. I hope till here you are very clear. The seventh word which we have taken here is uh, again a nice word. Actually, every word is a nice word, and I must always say this, that every word is a nice word. Yes, because I feel this, and you also have to feel this, that every word we are learning is a nice word, because then only we can learn a word, isn't it? So the word is drabness. Yes, exactly, it is a nice word. So drabness is a noun, but drab can be used as a verb. So this is the seventh word. What is the sentence? Sentence that I have taken is the it can be changed. His life is getting Drabbed, or is becoming drab. Now I'll change the sentence little bit. His life is becoming drab. Now what do you think? People who don't know the meaning of word drab may think likewise that sir drab can be in several dimensions, isn't it? They can think that sir drab can be in good perception, drab can be in certain bad perception, in kind of misery or miserable conditions, but drab can also be in some kind of sad mood. Actually drab is becoming flat, something which becomes flat. What do you think? Understand the meaning of flat? Where we don't live, not exactly where we live, but drab is related to some kind which becomes dull, isn't it? So if I write the synonyms, I think you will be pretty clear with the word arid. Arid is generally used for deserts because it is dry. And dry or arid, exactly what happens that when students ask me, sir, when we check it out the literal meaning of any word, we get a simple word. Say suppose arid is related to a desert, but how can we use this word for a kind of attitude, for a person's attitude or person's behavior? Yes, we can use. If a person is becoming very dull, he is not very active, or he is not showing a kind of concern to the social activities, you can say that yes, this particular can be. Have you heard about the authors, writers, poets, and those people? Those people are very intelligent. Those people, why they are intelligent? Because they have the skill to use the word in the way they want. Exactly, I want students also to become like this. Why? Because the day when we'll start using the words in our way, na, students, no one can stop you. Why? It happens in the paragraphs. I have seen many times while you are reading a newspaper, you must have seen students that no one cares about what is the literal meaning of that particular word. I have seen that people use in anyhow what they want to say, just they use the word and it gives the sense. Exactly, it does give sense. So it is important for us also to understand that yes, any particular word cannot be restricted to any area or any kind of phase or sphere. You can use that word in many dimensions. It is possible, and you should do this. Fine. So the second word which we are going to add here, students, after arid is colorless. Colorless. Third word we can add is boring. Look, we are getting the word simple, na? Boring. And Drey, dairy. And fifth word, you can simple use the word dairy is also gloomy, the sad one, dull. So these are the five words which you are going to add, and obviously in the antonym you can simply say the active and very energetic. These can be the antonyms. Fine. So let's proceed to the eighth word. Now eighth word, students, that we are going to discuss here is FALTERS, falters. It can be used as a verb. Okay. Now the sentence says the organization was faltering due to poor management. Now it's very simple, students. It's a help kind of thing. Faltering, it may be that people may not know the meaning of word faltering, but after getting the word poor management, you should have started thinking that sir, yes, we got the meaning that it says the organization was faltering. Now what does faltering mean? Because something bad must have happened. Why? Because they are saying that poor management. So due to poor management, obviously the thing will fall, it will go down. So faltering is related to some kind of diminishing the things, or kind of stop or something when something stops, or doubt about something. It's a nice word. Students, I am giving you the hint so that you can also use the word faltering in the sense of doubting someone. Fine. So what can be the synonyms here? The synonyms that we can take here is the first word is stumble, STUMBLE, stumble. The second word which you can take is DITHER, dither. The third word we can take is hesitate. The fourth word which we can take is halt. And the fifth word which we can take is SCRUPLE, scruple. It's a nice word, scruple. So falters is a word which means stumble. Stumble is while walking you just fall. while walking you are just not able to walk properly, that is also kind of a zigzag way of walking. Dither, hesitate, halt and stumble, all scruple, and all words are interconnected. Fine, so you can very easily connect with them and add to your dictionary. Now let's students proceed to the word falter. Now what could be the antonym? Antonym you can say in a balanced way, in a perfect way, in a very controlled way, directed way. So this can be the antonyms. Fine. Sometimes I add the antonym, that can be the literal word, but sometimes I do just let you know that this can be the antonym, students, from my side, so that you can just understand which is more required, isn't it? It is more required for me to make you understand. That is more required. It is not required just to fill the board. The ninth word which we are going to discuss is esoteric. Esoteric can be used as an adjective. What is the sentence? Let me change the marker so that you can just understand, can see it clearly, because it is becoming dull due to the board. The speech and theory was very esoteric. Esoteric, esoteric, esoteric. Leaving the public got confused. Okay, now it is a kind of help we have got. It must be something which is not very clear. Why? Because people have got confused at the end. Sentence says the speech and theory, whatever the speech and theory the people gave, whatever someone gave, it made the people what? Confused. So esoteric is something related to uh, make understand. When you make understand what? A very limited number of people. When a very limited number of people are getting your words, say suppose I am telling something in the word, that is the version in English. Say suppose the students of Hindi medium are not able to understand, and the number of viewers and the things becomes very limited. So people will say this is something esoteric. Why? Because we are only people, those people are able to understand who are able to comprehend or understand the language that is English. No, but I am trying to, what I am trying to do, I am trying to provide you this in the that is in the both languages. One show that is in English and one show with the same content in Hindi. Students, it's my effort that I am trying to make all the audience comfortable, that whosoever wants to like watch in the Hindi, that they can go and watch in Hindi and English too. Fine. So this is the sentence. And what is the synonyms which we can take here, students? The first one which we can take here is abstruse. ABSTRUSE, abstruse. The second word which we can take is profound. Profound is a nice word. Start using this word in your dictionary, in your conversation. It will help you out. Certainly, it will help you out. While you are having a conversation, if you use the word profound, profound is why use. Say suppose I am talking to you and I am saying that students, it may sound you profound when I am talking to you, when I am telling you something. Students will okay understand. We have got that you mean to say that it is restricted to a number of people. It is restricted because we are not able to understand. In that sense, profound can be used. Now it's a nice word. So the third word which you can take is hermetic. 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 It's a different word. Yes, hermetic is also related to something which is not very clear, or recondite. Recondite. Isn't it a nice word, students? In antonym, I have got a word shallow. Shallow, and one more word I have, superficial. Fine. This can be the perfect antonym. Now let's proceed to the last word, that is the 10th word of the show. So 10th word, actually you are not getting only 10 words, students, you are getting more words, isn't it? If we talk in a general sense, initially I am giving you the 10 words, but basically you are getting more than 10 words, that is around 30 to 40 words. So this is very helpful, isn't it? The 10th word that I am going to use is QUACK. Now, quack is the word, it is a verb. Actually, people must be thinking that sir, quack is a word which sounds like some kind of duck is using, yeah, isn't it? The sound that makes a duck makes is quack, quack, quack. So, what is the sentence exactly? Quack can be used in several sense. So, I am going to tell you the different sense. Here, the sentence is uh, the the cops caught a man who was quacking the organization with different names. Oh God, it is something to, I think, when if a cop that is police has caught someone who was quacking the organization with different names, it means that person, that guy was using different names. He was using a number of names just to hide his identity. He was not justifying, he was just hiding his identity just to uh, probe that what is going on in the organization, and he could just cheat them, isn't it? So quacking is something related to a kind of person who is cheated, who is a pretender. So here I'm going to use the synonym that is a nice word, a very old one: CHARLATAN, charlatan. Have you heard this word, charlatan? Charlatan is also a person who change his face, not change his face in the sense of just coloring it, just wearing a mask kind of thing, that you cannot understand who am I, and also making you fool. Then I can just be a charlatan. Charlatan, the word has been used many times in the if you have read the plays and dramas of Shakespeare, many times in several other, not only Shakespeare, why I'm saying this, but many other people who have written anything related to the literature, you must have heard the word. It's a nice word, charlatan. See, the second word is pretender. Pre, it's pretender who pretends, who is not real one. Pretender. The third word we can take is imposter. Now this is a nice word. Imposter are those people who also play a kind of prank in the villages. They come from outside and they just wear the simple several different kind of dresses to make you understand that they are like any they can pretend like they can be an imposter, and they can be like anything. They can just be a kind of joker or something like that, just to make fun also. They can be imposter and fake. So this is the simple word that we have taken in the sense of what? Synonyms. Now students, this comes to an end, and in antonym you can take the word real and original. So these were the 10 words, initially 10 words, but you have got more than 10 words, students, I think. So don't forget to watch the Hindi version of this content. Thank you so much for watching the video.
Press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update from Adda 247. बेल आइकन दबाइए, अड्डा 247 की सारी नोटिफिकेशंस पाइए. Adda 247, government job in your pocket.